Okay, and good evening, everybody, and welcome to our webinar tonight. Thank you for joining us in tonight's session. Tonight, we have a very special topic. Once again, we have a special webinar. We've been doing this webinar series for the past month, and our webinar for tonight is how do you know? Teka lang, let me mute this. I'm just gonna mute myself here. Yung session natin is talking about how do you know if freelancing is right for you. So good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us this wonderful evening, and we encourage you to share this webinar with others. Earlier, I asked, have you enrolled in the VA Bootcamp 11/11 Super Sale? If naka-enroll ba kayo? If not, what did you buy on the 11/11 Super Sale? If hindi yung VA Bootcamp. Um, let me look at the comments over here. Julian, thank you watching from Jocelyn. Hello, if you're watching, if you can hear me and see me, please say hi in the comments down below. Magpa-shoutout ba kayo or whatever, just say hi in the comment section down below. Parang choppy yung video ko, ano? Pero I'm not sure why. Medyo choppy yung. Okay, it seems okay now. Okay. Um, hello, Martin. Hello, Jocelyn from Tayabas. Hello, Martin. Hello, Karina. Yes, you've enrolled. Thank you for enrolling. Jocelyn, thank you for sharing. Hannah from Antipola. Junalyn, thank you for joining us this evening. All right, all right. Yeah, just say where you're watching from and let me know if you're currently working full time. Full time employee ba kayo? Are you a freelancer? Or baka in between, maybe you have full-time work and you're freelancing at the same time. So let me know in the comment section, ano din yung status nyo when it comes to freelancing. Just let me know. Office, you can type office, you can type freelance, or you can type 50-50, diba? Or let me know how you're doing with your freelance career because in the VA Bootcamp, we want to make sure that you guys are empowered, that you guys have the ability to become full-time freelancers, that we're enabling you to become full-time freelancers, hopefully with our free webinars and free sessions that we give you. So, yan, ayan. Just adjust this ng konti. Okay, yan. All right. Um, Let me see here. Oh, and while you guys are answering that question, let me know if you got the free gift. If you were here last Saturday, we gave out some free gifts. Ito yung gift namin that we gave out, the basic tools and apps you should learn to start working online. So if you joined and if you shared our webinar session last time, you can also get this free gift. Let me know if you got it or not in the comment section. Now, this week, we're also having another giveaway, the VA Bootcamp Care Package. Ito, you can get face masks, you can get a thermometer, you can get alcohol for specifically for you during this time of the pandemic. We're still in the pandemic, 2 years after. But hopefully, this care package can be of help to you and can serve you dun. So hit that share button so that you can also get this free gift. Well, we're not giving it to everybody. Ilan ba ibibigay natin, Mahar? I think we're gonna be raffling this off later. Well, I can say na sige, we can give out three. We can give out three if we're gonna raffle off three of these if you share it. Ako na mag-decide. Sige. We'll give out three of these. VA Bootcamp care packages. Hindi kasama yung oximeter, but we're gonna be giving two face masks, a thermometer, and yung alcohol. So has the logos and it looks very nice din, di ba? So you guys can get this. Ayan, ayan. Okay. So yun, this is our giveaway. Just share this and comment that you shared, and we're gonna raffle this off. If you haven't received it last time, if you haven't received the giveaway last time, yeah, comments in the comment section para we can fix that. We can send it to you if you shared it last time. Okay, okay. Where was I here in the comments? Okay, hi Jocelyn. Thank you for joining us. PJ, hello, hello Elizabeth. Junalyn from Davao. Joy unemployed, looking forward to become a VA. Ayun. Um, hello Isabella Dulay. Mori 50-50 daw. 50% working full time, 50% freelancing. That's nice. Wiziel is still working full time. Cheryl from Valenzuela. Good to hear that you're learning a lot in the VA bootcamp. Let me know, guys, if it's choppy. Choppy ba yung ano ko? Wait lang ha. Let me just try to fix something here. If I'm choppy, I want to, kasi may na akong bagong setup. Maybe the system is a bit choppy. Let me know if I'm choppy or okay ba yung connection ko. Okay? All right, all right. Thank you guys for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Marietti, Vic, Eunice, thank you guys for sharing this webinar. And yes, we're gonna raffle off this care package. Do you like, gusto nyo ba yung care package na to? Is this something that you would like to receive? Kasi if hindi, then we won't give you the care package naman if ayaw nyo. But let me know, is this something that you'd like to receive from the VA Bootcamp? Yung mga face mask, yung thermometer, and yung alcohol din. May small, ano pa, may small parang spray siya so you can carry it with you. Is it something you'd like to receive? Just say yes or no in the comment section para malaman din namin if this is something that you would like to get. Okay, okay. Teka lang. Bagal yung just checking, making sure everything is okay over here. Ayan. All right, let me close some windows. Feeling ko na bumabagal yung ano ko, yung stream ko. But let me know if it's okay or if I'm a bit choppy. Kasi feeling ko I'm a bit choppy ngayon. Sige, sige. Close ko lang yung mga windows na hindi ko ginagamit. Alam naman natin, di ba? We always have too many windows open sa mga browser natin. So, close ko lang to para sana bibilis yung system ko. So, give me one moment, guys. While you're sharing this webinar, just making sure that this is okay. Up. Okay, okay. Okay, just closing mga windows ko dito. Okay, so tonight, sorry about that. Sorry about that short interruption. So tonight our topic is this. How do you know if freelancing is right for you? Ito yung topic natin ngayon, and we're going to be discussing this in this session. How do you know if freelancing is right for you? Baka you might have asked this question before from yourself. Should I go into freelancing? How do I know nga tama to para sa akin? And this is what we're going to be talking about tonight. This is what we're going to be covering. So if you've asked yourself this question before, here we're going to answer this for you. Yung audio ko, choppy pa ba? I think this is better na medyo choppy. Sorry po. Yung audio ko is okay. I think yung audio, yung video ko ata yung parang choppy, but I think it's okay now. I just closed down yung mga windows ko dito. Mayang gabi, KK, let me know if it's okay now. All right. So what are we going to be talking about tonight? First of all, we're going to be finding out whether or not freelancing is right for you, and we're going to be answering how do you transition into freelancing. Also, we have a surprise announcement at the end of this webinar, so stay tuned till the end so that you can get that surprise announcement. Now, tonight we're going to be also diving deeper into your whys. Yung mga bakit kayo pumapasok nito? Bakit kayo interested dito? The reason why you'd leave your job. Why you'd resign, kung mag-resign ba kayo. The reasons why you'd become a freelancer. Okay? So we're going to be exploring this. So if you've been thinking, alis ba ako sa trabaho, mag-freelance ba ako, para ba ito sa akin, we're answering the important questions tonight. Ayan. Let me know, okay, has it improved ba yung video? Okay yung audio, yung video po choppy. Okay, video is lagging. Okay. Sorry about that, but I think it's just like 1 second lag. Okay, I can't fix it right now. I'll check next time. Bakit nakaganito? But, okay, moving forward. Let me make sure. Sige. Move on muna tayo because at least okay yung audio. Yun naman ang importante. Okay, so let's take a closer look. Why do you think freelancing is a better option? diba? You're here because you're interested in freelancing, right? You're here watching this webinar because yeah, baka gusto niyo maging freelancer. You've been exploring it, you've been thinking about it, baka hindi pa kayo decided sa freelancing world, but you've been considering it, right? So, why do you think freelancing is a better option? I want to ask you in the comment section. I want you to answer this question. Why do you think freelancing is a better option? Why would it be a better option? Okay, let's answer that in the comment section. Yes, improve na. Okay, okay. Good to hear. Okay na po. Nice, nice. Sige. So why do you think freelancing is a better option? Why do you think it's better than what you're going through right now, than your situation right now if you're employed? Yung iba, freelancer na. So, or why do you think freelancing is a better option? Why did you switch to freelancing? Ano yung reasons niyo? Okay na. Okay, good to hear, good to hear. So, yung iba, we talked about this several times and we've always asked people, why do you want to go into freelancing? Yung mga sagot nila is, number one, freedom of time. Freedom of time, meaning they can work whenever they want. And what's important there is they can spend time with the family. They can spend time with their kids. Like me and I have a wife and son, and I'm able to spend time with them. I'm able to spend quality time with them because I manage my schedule na usually natatrabaho ako mga 2 a.m., di ba? Medyo vampire ako. So 2 a.m. ako nang tatrabaho. But that means I can spend time with my son, I can spend time with my wife, and we can have yung quality time. Hindi nasasayangan, hindi sayang yung times na yun, especially when we have a baby, diba? When we want to be there for all their moments. So we have the freedom of time. We also have freedom of location. Connected with that, yun, I can work here at home. Dati nasa call center ako, single pa ako noon. I didn't have my own family yet. Pero ngayon that I have my family, parang importante to be able to spend time with them. Diba? Rather than isipin ko, I'd go to the call center and isipin ko yung family ko andun, I'd be worried, I'd miss them. So yung being able to just be there, it matters a lot. And even for those na hindi pa pamilyado, 'di ba? Freedom of time, freedom of location, it allows you to do the things that you want to do. Gusto mo bang mag-travel? Wag naman ngayon kasi may COVID pa. Yung iba nagbabakasyon pero be careful. But during non-COVID times, you can work from Boracay, you can work from Palawan, you can work from Hong Kong, 'di ba? Basta may internet ka, may computer ka, you can work anywhere, 'di ba? Number three reason is money. Well, we can earn more money here in freelancing. I've talked to a lot of freelancers and dati they were earning 20,000, 30,000 a month. Ngayon, they can earn 50, 60, 100,000, 200,000 yung iba. So being able to earn more, the ability to earn more. And the fourth reason is the ability to do something that they enjoy. I want to ask you this question. If you're working in an office right now, do you enjoy what you're doing? Masaya ka ba sa trabaho mo? Okay? Because in freelancing, if hindi ka masaya, you can always change to something, you can always explore another area. If, for example, if you're a virtual assistant, you're doing mga admin works, pero creative ka talaga, you want to be doing graphic design, you want to be doing mga illustrations, oh, you can definitely do that. You can explore that, and eventually, you can transition into becoming a graphic artist. Or gusto mong mag-edit ng videos, pwede din. Diba, there are so many options. Gusto mo magsulat, pwede. Gusto mo mag-edit ng photos, pwede. There are so many options here in freelancing that you can find something that you love doing. And that's also very important. Hindi lang yung pera, di ba? Pero importante na masaya din tayo. Right? So those are like the top reasons why. Let me look at your reasons over here. Ano bang shinare nyo dito? Why you'd be able to do it? Why you'd go into freelancing? Why you think freelancing is the better option, di ba? You have your own time freedom. The freedom I received, Christopher. Oo. Nakakasama at insist ang anak sa pag-aaral. Time freedom and financial freedom. Work at the comfort of your home and with kids. Schedule follows you as opposed to you following the schedule. May time freedom. Chances to earn more and save more. To take care of my children while working. More freedom in terms of time. Money I can adjust to increase or to chill. Gonzalez at the past night's opportunity. Don't worry, may replay naman. May replay naman for those of you that are having internet problems. You can always watch the replay. So don't worry about that. Convenience working at home with my family, sabi Eunice. Junuel want to know. Oh, that's why you're here. Hello, hello sa mga new arrivals. Thank you for joining us as well. So, yun, those are thank you for guys for sharing your reasons as well. And yun, 'di ba? It's most of the time, 'di ba, spending time with family, spending time with our kids, um, and just being there, having that freedom, having that flexibility. And that's something that we'd want to really enjoy sa freelancing. And if we think about it, for a lot of us, that's the big why, 'di ba? We stated yung mga reasons why you want to freelance, but when we're doing this, when we're going into freelancing, we have to think of the big why. Ano talaga yung big why? You know, some of you have stated na, okay, you want to be able to homeschool the kids to be there in the big moments, and you have to always remember the big why because this will motivate you. And we tell yung mga students, yung mga nag-enroll sa VA bootcamp, we always tell them to remember their big why kasi so super important yung big why. Why are you doing this? Why are you getting into this? Because sa totoo lang, freelancing, it's not easy. It's not easy. You're going to face challenges. You're going to face doubts. Yung iba nagkukwit, sabihin nila, ay, nakakapagod naman ito, ayoko na, di ba? But if you remember your wife, you say, okay, you know what, I want to be able to be there for my family, to be there for my kids. I want to be able to earn more, to save more money so that I can live the life I want to live. If you always keep in mind your big why, that will motivate you and that will push you forward. And if you think about, for example, if you think about earning more, you think about, okay, not really the money, pero anong mabibili sa pera? Di ba? What can the money give you? Right? So yun, you'd have to think and always keep in mind your big why. All right, now let's take a look at um, freelancing versus corporate work. Freelancing versus corporate. Let's compare the two really quick. Since we're talking about transitioning, we're talking about whether freelancing is right for you. Maybe this will help you decide. Okay, because there are pros and cons to freelancing, and we're gonna talk about it here. So freelancing, you have freedom of time, diba? And that's what we said. You can spend time with your family. You can spend time doing the things you want to do. So corporate work, you're stuck in a specific shift. So 8 to 5, diba? Or 9 to 5, depende. Diba? Pero may ano din yun, may benefit din yun kasi pagkatapos ng 5 p.m., tapos na yung trabaho mo. Sa freelancing, di ba, you have to adjust, you have to move things around a bit, pero that's also a benefit if you know how to manage your time. If you know how to manage your time. Pero if mahirapan ka to manage your time, it's something you really have to learn dito sa freelancing. Second, itong second bullet point, you are your own boss. Di ba? That's both a benefit and as both a pro and a con. Ano ba yung opposite ng benefit? Benefit ano bang opposite ng benefit? Basta pro and con, yun na lang. That's both a pro and a con. You are your own boss. Ibig sabihin, ikaw bahala sa oras mo. Ikaw bahala sa mga policies mo, sa mga work ethic mo. Nobody's gonna be looking over your shoulder. Yung boss mo, andito sa shoulder mo, nakatingin, nakatutok sa trabaho mo. 'Di ba? You are your own boss. In corporate, you deal with a boss. You deal with politics. Minsan, yung mga coworkers mo na hindi naman deserving, hindi naman sa ganun kagaling, pero sila na nakaka-receive ng bonus. Sila nakaka-receive ng mga benefits kasi may politics, may office politics, di ba? Ganun minsan. So, di ba, may pero if yun ang gusto mo, di ba, yung ibang tao gusto nila mga office politics, doon lang sila sa corporate world, di ba? Kasi wala yun sa freelancing. Sa freelancing, you work from home, meaning you have time with family, right? You have time with family. Sa corporate work, you're stuck in traffic. Isipin mo, um, a lot of people are stuck in traffic. If I'm gonna ask you, I know most of the people watching they're from Luzon, diba? Luzon area. Even in Cebu, grabe na yung traffic dito. How nung non-pandemic times, how much time will you spend traveling back and forth sa isang araw? Sa isang araw back and forth. So if 1 hour one way, 1 hour the other way, so 2 hours every day, diba? When I was working in the call center dito sa Cebu, it would take me mga 1.5 to 2 hours back and forth. Na-assign ako sandali sa, sa Manila, and I was traveling from Paranaque to Quezon City. It took me mga 5 hours back and forth. Isipin mo, 5 hours. Anong magagawa mo sa 5 hours? You can do a lot of things in 5 hours. That could be time spent with your family. 5 hours. That could be the time spent earning more money. Diba? Ang daming pwede magawa sa 5 hours. But you're stuck in traffic for that long. Yeah. In freelancing, there are growth opportunities. Diba sabi ko kanina, you can go in what field you want and you can earn a lot more. You can grow yung iba sa freelancing sa first 3 months nila, they're earning 30,000, ganun, 30,000 per month. Mga after 6 months to 1 year, they can already earn mga 50 or 100,000 pa nga. Saan mo mahanap yun? 'Di ba? Sa corporate world na after 1 year, maka 6 digits ka na, right? Sa corporate, if 30,000 yung sahod mo within 1 year, swerte ka kung 35,000 1 year, 'di ba? Yung increase mo. Swerte ka na. So, yung opportunities in freelancing are a lot higher than in the corporate world where you're stuck in growth, you're stuck in position. Hindi ka pa ma-promote kung yung supervisor mo hindi siya magre-resign or sa bank, 'di ba, sabi nila hindi mamamatay yung manager, doon ka pa maging manager. And then there's so many people pa trying to apply for the manager position, seniority pa. So 15 years ka ba ganun, 'di ba? So it's very you're stuck. That's what happens in the corporate world. So again, let me look at the comments here on my replay, working at the comfort. I love talking with customers, but not the toxic environment of corporate setting. Nice, Christopher. So you can do, like from home, you can just talk to customers. Kung gusto mo mag-call center, from home, na wala kang boss. Ikaw yung boss mo. Um, teka lang. Looking at the comments here, hello. Working from the comfort of my home, sabi ni Joan. Yes, may read it. Karen, time-friendly as a student. Mahar, nakakapag-homeschool kami at nakakapag-business at the same time while doing online freelance work. May homeschooling, may business pa, may freelancing pa. Grabe, dalaga to si Mahar, no? Diane from Antipolo, thank you. Disadvantage, advantage, pwede, disadvantage, yung opposite ng benefit, pwede din. Bad trip yung corporate politics, di ba? Bad trip talaga. 3 hours, sabi ni Lene, 3 hours. KK, 4 hours. Back and forth, 4 hours. Diba? And that's time every day. Isipin mo every day, 5 days a week. So 20 hours. 20 hours every week. Parang halos isang araw na yun. 4 hours na lang. Isang buong araw na yun. You get an extra day in the week. Diba? So, sobrang sayang yung time na yun. Okay. So yun, that's freelancing versus corporate work. And you have to think, is freelancing right for you? We're going back to this question over and over again. But what I want to bring to you is in this transition, if you're thinking about freelancing, if you're thinking about going into freelancing, you have to weigh your willingness, well, versus ability. Yung ability, sa totoo lang, you can learn it. Yung mga skills na kailangan mo, you can learn it. Okay lang, ability. Kasi ang daming parang nagsasabi sa amin na, ay, di ko kaya mag-freelance. Wala akong skills. Hindi ko magaling sa computer. Hindi ko magaling mag-English. Pero, ang daming successful na hindi magaling mag-English. As Pinoys, yung English natin is already okay na kahit public school. Okay na yung English natin. Walang problema yung English level natin. Usually, it's yung willingness, yung kapalan ng mukha na you're really going to get in front and put yourself out there kahit hindi ka ganoon ka-confident sa English mo. Because our English is okay. As Filipinos, tinuruan tayo sa school. So our English level is already good enough. It's usually takot tayo. Diba? It's usually not our ability, but our willingness. It's our willingness that stops us, not our ability. And yung mga skills, they can be learned. Diba? They can be learned if may willingness ka. Okay? So, I want to ask you, are you willing to really do what it takes to become a freelancer? Are you willing to do what it takes to become a freelancer? If you are, just type the word willing in the comment section down below. Type the word willing if you're willing to become a freelancer. Are you willing to take the actions, to take the steps to become a full-time freelancer? Type in the word willing in the comment section if willing talaga kayo. Because you're making that commitment to yourself na, okay, sabi ni Sir Jason na challenging to. Pero, di ba yung benefits na makuha natin? Sobra-sobra yung benefits. But you have to be willing to do it. You have to have that drive inside of you. You have to have that passion inside of you na reminding you of your big why na, okay, I want to spend time with my family, I want to earn more, I want to live the life na ganito. Pushing you forward because it's challenging at first. It's challenging at first. Okay? Eventually, it becomes easier. Pero when you're first starting out, I can really say it's challenging because nag-adjust pa kayo. Diba? Any kind of adjustment. Type in the word willing if you are really willing to do it. If you're really willing to take the challenge, to push yourself. Oh, willing, 'di ba? Ang daming willing. Si daming willing. Si Junlin, Eunice, dalawang Eunice, Roxanne, James, Junlin, Ruel, Liz, Wizil, Jocelyn, Jeff, mga willing, Edmar, Len, Donna, Christopher, Ellie, May, Fraylin, super willing, sabi ni Michelle, Kathy, willing, Cheska, willing, Amy, Frances, Nicole, Selon, Abril, Amy, Carolyn, willing. Okay, that's perfect. If you're really willing, then you can do it. Kasi hindi nga ability, yung ability, we're okay with English. Yung kahit yung masyado tayong arte mga Pinoy kasi when it comes to English, right? Pinapahiya natin yung mga hindi magaling mag-English, which is wrong. We should be encouraging it. Kasi nakaka-discourage, parang nakakawala ng confidence sa mga tao. Pero sa totoo lang, we're taught even in our public schools yung basic English, which is enough na. 'Di ba? Kahit yung mga tindera sa stores, they can or sari-sari store, kahit sa sari-sari store or kahit yung mga jeepney driver, yung minsan may mga foreigner, 'di ba? Yung may mga Americans na sumasakay, nakapag-communicate naman sila, 'di ba? Pwede naman, kaya naman. So tayo kayang-kaya talaga, 'di ba? If we're going into freelancing. Sige. Um, when you're transitioning to freelancing, when you're looking at this, you have to be prepared to make the switch. Hindi lang basta-basta na parang talon ka agad, 'di ba? Isipin mo, you're parang yung cliff, 'di ba? You've seen those videos na people jump off a cliff and then sobrang taas ng height, hindi pa nila alam kung what's at the bottom. It's a huge jump, right? So don't just take the jump agad-agad. Wag ka muna mag-resign right now, ah. Hindi na agad-agad. We have to be prepared muna. Okay? And we want you to be prepared. We don't want you to make the decision right now. Okay, resign ka na agad. Um, Start ka na dito kasi it takes time. It's challenging, 'di ba? Sabi nga natin so you have to be prepared. I have to be prepared. May sharing dito, si KK. Anong sabi ni KK dito? Comments. For some time, I've been doubting my skills with fit and freelancing data analytics. Then my former colleague last week who transitioned, she started $4 per hour, then reaching $30 per hour in 2 years. Data analytics, kaya yun. 650% growth in 2 years versus maximum 5% annual increase. In the corporate world, 5%, di ba? Usually yun ang parang, minsan 10%, swerte ka na, di ba? Parang top performer ka na, 10% increase. Dati 10%, saya-saya ko na. Ang galing ko, 10% yung increase ko. Parang 40,000 yung earnings ko. 40,000 naging 44 or naging 45,000, ganun. Saya-saya ko na. Dito 650%. Layo, 'di ba? Layo sa 10%, layo sa 5%. Sige, going back, be prepared to make the switch. You have to be prepared in several areas. You have to be prepared. Number 1, financially. Okay, you have to be prepared. Number 2, technically. Number 3, mentally. Number 4, emotionally. So these are the 4 areas that we want you to be prepared before you transition into freelancing. Okay, before you resign, before you make that jump, you have to be prepared muna. If you're going skydiving, dapat may parachute ka muna, 'di ba? Wag diretso. So yun, you have to be prepared. First of all, we're going to talk about financially prepared. Okay? On average, most people, they can get hired within 1 to 2 months. Usually from finishing our course, mga 1 to 2 months. Yung iba, 3 months. Some get hired in a few weeks. Yung iba parang 1 week lang after matatapos nila yung course ng VA Bootcamp, ma-hire agad. Pero some get hired within 6 months. Some get hired even longer kasi marami silang priorities sa buhay. Meron kaming student, kasi lifetime access yung VA Bootcamp, di ba? I was talking to a student a few months ago. Nag-enroll siya 2017. Pero may mga nangyari sa buhay niya, hindi na na-take yung course. Pero in 2020, of course, nag-pandemic, 'di ba? So that's when she was forced. Okay, nawalan siya ng trabaho dahil pandemic. So she went back to the VA bootcamp and said, hey, nag-enroll pala ako dito. Noong 2017, nag-enroll pala ako dito and I never started it. Noong 2020, ayun, she started the course She went through the modules and she was able to get hired na. But yun, parang 4 years later, kasi 2021 pa siya na-hire. 4 years later after she enrolled. Pero that's because she didn't start it. So, yun nga. On average, if you really push yourself, you can get hired within 1 to 2 months. Like after learning the skills or after, like yung mga students namin after finishing the VA bootcamp, some get hired agad-agad, some get hired 6 months or longer. So, yun, you have to be financially prepared for this. Question is, how much money do you need? You have to have savings, okay? Yung iba, they're able to do it kahit wala silang savings. Pero, advice ko is that you have to have savings. Ito lang advice ko. Hindi naman kailangan, pero best practice, have to have savings. You have to have an emergency fund. Yung emergency fund is money set aside for unexpected events. So, if ikaw yung breadwinner, if ikaw lang, hindi lang breadwinner, pero if ikaw lang yung nag-earn, let's say, mag-asawa kayong dalawa, and your partner is parang stay-at-home parent, ikaw yung sole earner, yung emergency fund, you have to have an emergency fund worth 6 months. 6 months of expenses. Minimum na expenses. Ha? Huwag naman expenses na, kasi hindi naman kasama sa Shopee, yung mga Shopee at Lazada nyo sa mga expenses nyo. Huwag nyo i-factor in. I-factor in yung mga bills, um, yung mga pagkain, yung rent, kung nag-rent kayo, 'di ba? Yun ang monthly expenses. Okay? So, you have to have, para sa akin, 6 months. Okay? Pero yung iba, they're able to do it, but this is just my advice. Okay? Second, technically prepared. Technically prepared. You have to be technically prepared. You have to have a computer. You have to have an internet connection. Ito talaga yung dalawang kailangan mo. Computer and internet connection. And yung mga internet connection ngayon, I say DSL or cable connection or fiber connection, yun ang kailangan. Pwede rin yung data, pero depende. Minsan nahirapan yung iba sa data. Especially kung rainy season. I know some freelancers na nawalan ng trabaho dahil sa weather. Because they signed up, they were hired, pero natanggal sila kasi hindi sila makatrabaho dahil sa weather. And yung client naman, they're expecting work to be done, pero wala eh. So natatanggal sila, 'di ba? So computer and internet connection. Yung iba naman, I know of a lot of people who started, they borrowed a computer, they just used yung globe or smart na tether na internet, yung virtual hotspot, yun ang ginagamit nila. Yung iba, they started in an internet cafe nung uso pang internet cafe, pero that's not really ideal, di ba? Most ideal is you have a computer and you have internet. Okay. Sabi ni Ruel, I think it's about time for me to jump the cliff, resigned and happy. Okay, as long as happy ka, di ba? And Ruel, I think may clients naman to si Ruel eh. Anong specs ng PC? We have a blog post answering that question. Anong specs ng PC preferred sa ganitong work? I'd say anything within the past 5 years is okay. Yun yung usually gauge ko. If it's made within the past 5 years, it's okay. So from current generation, I think like yung Intel, yung mga generation nila is generation 11 nata or generation 11 nata. So back to generation 6. Generation 6 moving forward is okay. And usually I'd say 8 gigabytes of RAM. Pero yung iba, they're able to do it on 4 gigabytes of RAM. So yun. Yes, we have a blog post to answer that question in more detail. I won't really get into it here, pero yun ang recommendation ko. Okay, next is emotionally prepared. Paano ba maging emotionally prepared? Ano yun? May emotional preparedness pala. Surviving and persevering as a freelancer is tough. If you approach it with an employee disposition, grabe na ng words na to. Surviving and persevering as a freelancer is tough if you approach it na yung mindset nyo is empleyado ka pa. Kasi kung empleyado ka pa, 'di ba? Pasok ka lang ng trabaho, yun ang shift mo, tapos ka na. If wala yung, usually kung empleyado ka, di ba? Kung wala yung boss mo, petiks-petiks lang, di ba? Ganun. When the boss is away, you look for ways na hindi ka magtrabaho, na hindi ka productive, di ba? Kasi yun ang employee mindset. Parang delay ng delay, if pwede mag-overbreak, di ba? Oh, sige, overbreak tayo, ganun. Yung ganun na mindset hindi magsilbi sa freelancing. Because freelancing, it requires discipline, it requires perseverance, it requires consistency. You have to be an entrepreneur. na hindi mo masasayangan yung oras mo kasi wala kang boss eh, 'di ba? Kung employee mindset ka pa, kung yung mindset mo empleyado, wala kang boss, wala si boss. Mag-ano ka lang, mag-Facebook ka lang, 'di ba? Yun ang usually sa mga empleyado, 'di ba? Kung wala yung manager, sige mag-Facebook muna ako, mag-YouTube muna. Pero dito sa freelancing, di pwede yun. Kasi wala kang boss, ikaw yung boss. So, since wala kang boss, sige, hindi ka namang trabaho buong araw. Dito sa freelancing, if you don't work, you don't get paid talaga. Wala kang monthly salary if you don't work. Emotionally prepared. Do you have the dedication to keep doing the same thing every day and failing for 3 months? Okay. This is where a lot of people get stuck. Na um, we tell them, okay, send cover letters, send proposals, approach clients, and make adjustments. Keep doing it over and over again. We have a process. Our process is mga 1 month, pero some people it takes several months. Do you have the dedication? Diba? Sabi nyo kanina, you're willing, right? You're willing to do what it takes. Do you have the dedication to keep doing it and failing for 3 months? Diba? Do you have that? Are you ready for that? Kasi nakaka-discourage yun. Kahit 1 week lang, kahit ilang araw lang na hindi ka ma-hire, nakaka-discourage. Paano, kamusta naman ng 3 months? Di ba? Na everyday ka nag-a-apply ng trabaho, di ka matanggap. Pero in the end, it's worth it. I can really tell you that in the end, it's worth it. Pero you have to be prepared to face this. Are you disciplined enough to work hard even though you don't have a manager or supervisor? Di ba? If you're dedicated, if you have the dedication to do it, type in dedicated. Sige. Kasi parang affirmations nyo to sa sarili nyo. Dedicated. I'm really dedicated na kahit mag-apply ako araw-araw, kahit 1 month, 2 month, 3 months, hindi ako matanggap, I'll still have the hope. I'll still be able to persevere. So type dedicated. If you have that dedication to do it. Are you disciplined enough to work hard even though you don't have a manager or supervisor? Sabi ko kanina, di ba? Wala kang manager, wala kang supervisor, but you have to work hard, right? You have to work hard. Para sa akin, like my own motivation is I work hard for my family. Diba? Kasi alam ko that that's what I need to do. That's what I have to provide for my family. So I really have to work hard kahit wala akong boss, diba? So if you are disciplined, also type in disciplined. Disciplined to work hard enough and disciplined enough to continuously improve yourself. Kasi dito sa freelancing, nasa online ka, di ba? And when it comes to online, it's always changing. Laging nagbabago. Ngayon, uso yung mga crypto, yung mga NFT, di ba mga ganun yung Axie, uso ngayon, di ba? And there's always something new. May mga bagong tools. Yung Facebook, laging nagbabago, di ba? Yung interface, bago ulit. Every now and then they change. Because in the internet, you have to always be changing. And if you're working online as a freelancer, you'll always face these changes. You have to always improve yourself. Otherwise, may iwan kayo. So, yun. If you're dedicated, type in the word dedicated. If you are disciplined, type in the word discipline. Or baka both. You can just type in both words at the same time or separately. Pwede din naman, di ba? Ayun, daming dedicated. Siguraduhin nyo na you're really dedicated. Na baka after 1 week, ma-discourage kayo agad. Wag ganun. You really have to follow the process. In the VA Bootcamp, for example, sa mga students namin, we really have a process and we know that it works. But you have to stick with it. You have to trust the process. You have to go through it. Huwag kayong mag-give up agad. Yung iba, nag-give up after 1 week, 2 weeks. If they give up, wala. They're not successful. They're not gonna get hired. You have to really stick with it because you're going to you build the habits, you build the discipline, you build the dedication, and that's how you become successful in this field. Daming dedicated and disciplined, no? Make sure na hindi nyo lang sinasabi yun, but you're actually gonna be dedicated and disciplined, ha? Don't care how long it takes. Oo, ayun. Yun. Dedicated. Pero if you follow the best practices and if you get a mentor, it won't take that long naman. Wag naman, if you want to make it faster. Sige, next is mentally prepared. Do you have the skills to get find? Ano ba yan? To find freelance work. Do you have the skills to find freelance work? Are you ready to sell yourself? Yeah. What you can do here is take online courses, enroll in take online tutorials. Marami namang free sa YouTube, 'di ba? Marami namang free tutorials sa YouTube. Or you can enroll in online courses like we have our freevacourse.com, we have our vabootcamp.ph or our paid course, 'di ba? So, do you have the skills? When I first started sa freelancing, walang mga course pa yun. Wala pang, kahit sa YouTube, halos walang mga tutorials nun. Um, so I had to really read about these things, read about the skills. I had to really parang do it myself. Ngayon, swerte-swerte nyo, ang daming mga tutorials, daming mga online courses that are available. So, you guys are very lucky to be where you are right now. Kami noon, struggle talaga. Oh, discipline. The client, the success of my client is my success din. Thank you guys for sending in stars. Show your support by sending stars. Thank you, KK, for saying that. Oo. Kung gusto niyo yung topic, you can send stars naman. Sige. So, I'm gonna ask you, are you prepared? Are you prepared financially, technically, emotionally? Are you prepared mentally? Are you 100% prepared? Based on everything we talked about so far, if you were going to gauge yourself, rate yourself on a scale of 1% to 100% prepared, anong score nyo? Between 1% to 100% prepared. And also, saan kayo nagkakulang? Where do you think? Financially, technically, emotionally, mentally. Saan ba yung kulang na to really make it 100%? So I'll wait for your answers, guys. Between 1 and 100, how would you rate your preparedness level? Between 1% to 100%. And also, what do you need to improve on? Which area do you really need to increase to get to that 100%? Sige, anong scores nyo? Type nyo sa comments. Between 1 and 100%. How prepared are you? How prepared are you guys? Wala pa bang sumasagot? Or hindi ko lang makikita. Minsan si Facebook kasi medyo hindi nag-load ng comments. Refresh ko na lang to. Between 1 to 100, 1 to 100%. Sige. Put it down in the comment section. And I'm also going to share here, I'm also going to share what what you should do when you're not 100% prepared. O technical, yung technical hindi pa wala pang computer. It's okay. It's okay. Financially, it's okay. Baka po umiyak ako. Okay rin umiyak. 70% financially and technically. O 70%, that's a good number na. Financially, mentally. Okay, mentally, you really have to go through that. You really have to prepare yourself. So, when you're not 100% prepared, diba? Oh, Becca, 100% prepared. Nice. Financially challenged. It's okay. Financially 80, mentally, emotionally 20-20. Yeah, yung mental, yung emotional, you have to work on that. Diba? Because you have to be prepared to get into this. Otherwise, sayang oras nyo. Sayang yung mag-enroll kayo sa bootcamp or kahit anong course na hindi pa kayo mentally prepared, hindi kayo emotionally prepared, baka sayang lang yung yung bayaran nyo. Di ba? So, try to really get prepared. But what if we're not 100% prepared? What to do? After all we discussed, alam ko marami pa rin sa inyo na hindi pa prepared, natakot pa, di ba? Hindi pa handa maging freelancer. May takot, may hesitations, and that's normal. Um, so, before we talk about what you should do when you're not 100% prepared, let's talk about freelancing versus corporate work ulit. Okay? So, freelancing, di ba, you have freedom of time. Corporate work, you're stuck in a specific shift. Freelancing, you're your own boss. Corporate, you have to deal with boss politics. Freelancing, you can work from home, spend time with your family. Sa corporate, you can get stuck in traffic for 4 or 5 hours a day. Freelancing, may growth opportunities. Sa corporate work, you're often stuck in your growth or in your position. Di ba? Now, Maybe you're thinking, hindi pa ako 100% prepared. Maybe financially, I can't really make the commitment yet because I'm not 100% prepared. And that's okay because there's also a strategy on what to do. Na hindi ka agad-agad jump off the cliff. Hindi ka agad mag-skydiving na walang parachute. What you can do is take what we call strategic double shifts. To know if freelancing is right for you, test ka muna. You test the waters muna. While working in an office, you can start looking for freelance work on the side. Actually, ito yung ginawa ko. When I was working full-time, yung after shift, yung mga weekends, doon ako naghanap ng trabaho. Kahit nasa office ka pa, nasa corporate work, diba yung mga rest days, yung mga time in between, and wala kang family nun, so I had that time, diba? But, for others, even if you have family, you have to parang find the time to do it while you're in the office. Remember, in freelancing, finding the first client is the hardest part. That's really the toughest part. Once you get your first great feedback, it gets much easier. Because may experience ka na, may confidence ka na, kung sa Upwork may feedback ka, 'di ba? Getting the first client is really the hardest part. So, takot ka, parang dami mong hesitations. Pero once you had that first client, uy, may confidence ka. Ma-practice mo pa yung skills mo. Kung sa Upwork, may feedback ka pa. Di ba? So, there's so much with that first client. Okay? That's really the hardest part. So, ito yung advice ko. Ito yung advice ko. You can start looking for freelance work on the side. Kahit nasa office ka. Okay? And yun, that's what I did when I first started out. Yung kinuha ko na parang side gigs on the side lang, usually is mga one-time work, mga project-based work. Kasi hindi ko pwede mag-hourly. Hindi ko kaya mag-hourly nun. I did project-based work. There was an hourly job I did, pero sinabi ko I can only work on weekends. So ginawa ko yun. Yun ang ginawa ko. I started like with mga Microsoft Excel stuff. I started with, marunong ako mag-QuickBooks. So I did mga QuickBooks things, mga import-exports, mga PowerPoint. Those are the kind of things I did when I was starting out muna. And then I got more experience. Eventually, I was able to resign from my work and I went full-time into freelancing. Once I was earning 30,000 part-time sa freelancing, na just doing it na weekends lang, sinabi ko sa sarili ko, oh, nakaka 30,000 ako dito naman ah. Sige, mag-resign ako para I can focus on it full-time. And that's what I did. So, once you have your first stable client or a few projects, it's much safer to consider quitting. Kasi may financial ka na, di ba? Yung financial, medyo solved na yung financial mo. Yung mental, yung emotional, medyo solved na rin, di ba? Kasi maka-client ka na. If you really can't take it anymore, like, kailangan ka mag-resign kahit wala kang freelance work, then I'd recommend working harder on getting those first few clients. Now, for other people, they work parang 12 hours per day. Di ba? We all know people who work 12 hours per day. They want to go into freelancing, pero wala silang oras to do it on the side. Then, if that's you, then you really have to have that emergency fund. Kasi you can't do it on the side. Di kaya na pagsabayan yung dalawa. You really have to have that emergency fund na 6 months, resign, and fully dedicate to finding work online. Yun. We have a student, I remember we have a student na nag-leave, nag 5-day leave just to focus on getting clients. And naka-client siya nun. Naka-client siya. Because she spent 5 days just focusing. She took yung annual leave niya. She took it because hindi siya nagbakasyon. She looked for online work. Kinuha niya yung mga leave credits niya. And she was able to find work. And ngayon, full-time freelancer na. May Freestar sharing your thank you, KK. Share your support. Yes, share your support. Anong promo na bootcamp this December? May promo ngayon, di ba? I have one full-time client from OLJ, praying makakuha kay Upwork. Oh, that's nice na. Good, good. Okay, okay. So ito, transitioning, I want to ask you, for those that are here, kaya ba na pagsabayan yung dalawa? Do you have the time to do it? Do you have the time to do freelancing, to do your full-time work right now, or baka part-time lang, and freelancing at the same time? Or baka yun nga ba unemployed, kayang-kaya, may oras talaga kayo, di ba, if unemployed kayo. Or if you're a stay-at-home parent, may konting oras lang, di ba? But still, may oras pa ng konti. Mentally, because the transition from corpo to freelancing, hindi prepared. Usually mga mentally, di ba? Oh, last day ng 11/11. So, in your situation, kaya ba pagsabayan yung dalawa? Okay. Let us know in the comments. Just for us to parang survey din. Now, if you're going to quit, how should you quit? Yeah, how should you quit your work? Give 1 month notice. Yeah, not just 2 weeks, but 1 month notice for them to find a replacement. Diba? Yung iba parang awol, absent without leave, and alis agad, wag niyong gawin yun. Give notice naman. No need to elaborate the reason when you're quitting. You can just say, mag-online business ka na, di ba? No need for you to go into detail unless gusto mo talaga. Be professional. So, you still want to maintain good relationships with the previous company. Kahit papaano, 'di ba? It's not worth it na for you to be unprofessional, for you to be emotional, for you to complain. So you always want to leave a good impression and be open to future relationships because in the future, you never know. Yung mga yung mga kasama mo sa office dati, they can start their own businesses. Baka maging clients mo sila. And if you have good relationships with them, it's going to be a lot easier for you to work together. Yeah, so be open to future relationships. Always leave a good impression. Okay, let me look. Let me look at the comments here. Actually, medyo hirap doing corporate work plus online. Yung iba mahirapan. Depende sa time niyo. Depende sa work niyo. Paano kapag wala pa rin experience sa corpo? As in first time mag-work. Is it okay? Yes. Rainiel, it's okay. Yung iba, parang straight out of school. We had a student parang straight out of high school nag freelancer. Hindi nga siya nag-college. Diretso from high school naging freelancer. Yung 18 years old na kasi siya nung nag-graduate, 'di ba? Yung bagong system, yung K to 12. So 18 years old, nag-freelancing na siya agad. And then full-time freelancer na ngayon. So, yeah, kahit walang experience, kaya naman. Pero mas yung adjustment, may adjustment talaga. Actually, medyo mahirap doing corporate work plus online. Oh, depende sa time. I think I can do freelancing at least 6 hours per week. Is that enough? Yes, Eunice. 6 hours per week, that's enough. Just to get started, you start with mga small jobs muna. Yung mga $5 lang, mga tigi-tigi lang na trabaho, just for your experience lang muna. Okay, and then once you're more comfortable, that's when um, you can resign na. Once you're more comfortable, especially with your own skills and mentally. And hindi lang mentally pero emotionally, di ba? This time kayang sabay kasi di ba karamihan sa atin work from home na, di ba? Sacrifice is muna while waiting for the right time mag full time. Oo. Yes, if you have management, ay kayang-kaya kahit three clients pa. Mahirap talaga mag-transition lalo na if hindi masyadong techy. Pero these skills can be learned. Yun nga, if you have the dedication to do it, then you can learn. I'm not sure kasi after work, bahay at pamilyang inaasikaso ko. Oh, mahirap, di ba? Medyo mahirap, especially when you have a family. Honestly, for my status now, sayang yan, hey, lazy. No, I'm still in contract here in Dubai and working as nanny. Kaya mahirap po talaga if pagsasabayin ko. Medyo mahirap for other people, depende sa trabaho. Katulad ni Lizzie, di siya makapag sideline din kasi full-time nanny sa Dubai, 'di ba? Parang wala kang free time. Pero if you want to go home and if you want to go back to the Philippines, this is always an option for you. Maraming mga OFWs, former OFWs who went into freelancing. Kasi malaki din yung earnings dito. Yung sabi na nila, yung bagong OFW is online Filipino worker, hindi na online on overseas Filipino worker, pero online. Just reading the comments here. Melis, kinakayang sabay as long as work from home rin work setup sa corpo. Pero pag daily na pasok or on-site na mahirap na, especially mom of three pa ako. Oh. It's a good time right now to try it because actually yung pandemic, diba? It's a good opportunity to try it. To try na sabayin mo at the same time. So you can take this opportunity na pandemic pa. Okay. just telling you about some other blog posts we have. If you want more information about transitioning from office to freelance work, we have a blog post. This is from Diane Alvarez. She shared her 5 ways like tips to help you transition from office to freelance work. Okay, she's a VUA bootcamp graduate, and she used to be a network engineer for 9 years. 9 years network engineer. Pero she went to freelancing because she wanted to prioritize her family. Now she's a full-time virtual assistant. She's an email content writer. She's a full-time mom to her kids. And she's able to do all of this because of freelancing. So, ito yung blog post. I'm sure na well, yung staff, can you share the link to this blog post, please? We also have another blog post from Pinky Anisete. She's also a VA bootcamp graduate, and she turned into a content strategist. Well, her blog post, she wrote this for us, is how to transition from being an OFW to freelancing. So, sino yung OFW kanina? Nakalimutan ko yung pangalan. Um, na OFW, yung full-time OFW sa Dubai. Pero yes, you can read this blog post. May mga steps na binigay si Pinky dito. You guys can give the link. May mga team can give the link. Thank you, Mahar, for giving the link for these blog posts. So you can read that if you want to know more about it. Let me look at the comments. Christopher for 5 proposals, 3 answered back. However, they said I charge too much. Is $5 too much? They said they can only give $2.50. No, it's not too much. $5. Para sa akin, you choose your clients. Huwag kang papatol ng mga clients na sobrang cheap. Depends sa skills mo. If you're doing, ikaw ba yung BPO na you're doing parang calls at home, $5 is okay to start with, actually. $5 is okay. Especially, it's how you sell yourself na. Paano ka gumawa ng cover letter, paano ka makapagsagot sa interview. KK, I need to go. I wish Flip the best. Mga tatlong sign na lang mag-freelance. Tatlo pa? Bakit tatlo pa kailangan mo? Thank you for what you do to inspiring. Thank you, KK. How to check if legit yung work. We have a blog post about that din, kung mga scams. Thank you for the information. You're welcome. OFW here, si Marietti. Nag-enroll while nasa abroad, now got home and working from home. Ayun, yung mga success story natin. Thank you po sir pagsag yesterday I asked my best friend advice if I quit my bank job with bank ASAP so I can focus on preparing for my freelance journey. Thank you for this webinar. It has all the answer. Oh, great to hear, Roxanne, that this webinar was able to answer your questions. Sige. Now, let's talk about the VA Bootcamp. And this is our paid program that we have. Diba? We give you some the information about transitioning. And if you want, you can also invest in the VA Bootcamp. We have the VA Skills program. We teach, well, in the VA Bootcamp, we teach virtual assistant skills like email management, calendar management, social media management, website management, transcription, office applications, internet research, data entry. So nagsabi kanina na hindi pa sila mentally prepared, kailangan pa ng mga tutorials, kailangan pa ng skills, that you can get this in the virtual assistant bootcamp. And we have a number of students here. Yung mga lessons namin are very, very easy to understand. As in, we make it simple to understand, step by step talaga yung tutorials and detailed because we want to make your transition to the corporate world very easy and very smooth. So sa mga tutorials namin, we have that in the tutorials na we try to do it in the best way possible. Okay. And I'm sure a lot of the students can attest na yung mga tutorials ng VA Bootcamp talagang easy to understand, talagang detailed and step by step. Okay, we have different packages for the VA Bootcamp. We have the skills package. Kung skills lang gusto mo, we teach you the skills you need to start working as a virtual assistant. This is over 10 hours of tutorials, over 10 hours of step-by-step tutorials, teaching you the skills you need to get started working online. We also have the accelerated package. Kung what you need is not only the skills, but the best practices and mga templates on getting hired. So mga templates on mga proposals, mga cover, mga application letters, yung mga parang yung parang profile or parang CV, ganun, parang resume. Online, we have mga best practices, mga templates for that. And we also include additional courses about e-commerce, bookkeeping, our English course. This also includes, ito sa accelerated package, we also have our mentoring and coaching program. Yung tawag yung Guided Hustle Challenge. Okay, so if you want mentoring and coaching, yung accelerated package, that's the one you should look for. Not the skills. Yung skills lang, skills package is just the skills. Accelerated has yung gusto mo ng mentor, gusto mo ng coach, check out the accelerated package. We also have the complete package which has ang daming mga courses na complete nga, di ba? Ang daming courses na kasama nito. We have courses in SEO, web design, email marketing, writing, Facebook ads, becoming a six-digit earning freelancer, lead generation, chatbots, time management. This is over 50 hours of tutorials. Wag nyo naman panoorin lahat kasi ma-overwhelm kayo. But it's there. It's 50 over 50 hours of tutorials. Plus, we have a monthly coaching call with me. I host a monthly coaching call with the VA Bootcamp complete students. It's a group call, and you can get advice from me directly if you join that. This is part of the complete package. It also includes our guided hustle challenge and ito, the monthly group coaching call with Jason Dulay. Now, today, di ba? Today, well, it's already 13, di ba? November 13. So on 11/11 we had our super sale on VA Bootcamp. Super sale 3-day sale. If you go to vab.ph, sorry, vab.ph/11.11. Okay, vab.ph/11.11. You'll see our discounted packages. We have up to 50% off on the VA Bootcamp. For example, yung skills package namin, it's 3,990, pero our discounted is only 1,990. Plus, we're including the 10-day cover letter writing challenge for the first 30 students to enroll. Yung accelerated package, it's from 7,990 to 5,990. And the first 20 students can schedule a one-on-one coaching call with me. Yung complete package, 19,990 original price. And now you can get it for 14,990. The first 20 students will get, in addition to one-on-one call, will get the care package. Plus, you have the group coaching calls every single month. Sale pa, yes. Hanggang ngayon, sale pa. And we have an announcement at the end din. A surprise announcement. Um, just to share a story from Baby Cell. She shared this nung November 10. So this was Tuesday. Tuesday ata no? Tuesday ata. Hindi ko na alam. So she said, Sana all know more. I enrolled at VA Bootcamp last June this year. I'm dreaming of a freelancing world. Okay, before anything else, I would like to thank you to VA Bootcamp for all the learnings, knowledge, and skills. I've learned a lot and now nagagamit ko na siya. Thank you, Boss JD, sa lahat ng coaches, sa lahat ng student. Thank you sa lessons, sa internships, na hands-on training, sa friendship na nabuo ko sa loob ng bootcamp, sa GHC na pinush kami through the limit. Yung guided GHC is yung hustle challenge. So accelerated student to si Baby Cell. Na pinush kami through the limit na parang give up na kami pero no, we can do this. Diba sabi ko kanina, you might feel like giving up. We really feel like giving up if you go through this process. Yung masabi na mahihirapan ako pero di ako susuko. After hustling, pinagdasal ko na kahit isang client lang, okay na ako. I-give up ko ng corporate job ko. Magre-resign na siya. Patuloy na sa pag-hustling, inabot ng umaga para lang maghanap ng client. November 3, 2021, God answered my prayer and hindi lang isa, bagkus tatlo sila. Ang saya-saya, di ba? Ito na yun. Ito na talaga. Achieving my goal. Goodbye, corporate 2021. Hello, freelancing 2022. Hindi pa siya nag-resign kasi kinuha niya pa yung 13th month niya, sabi ni Baby Cell. Kaya dyan, parang end of December ata yung ano niya, yung last niya. Hashtag don't give up, hashtag keep hustling, hashtag proud VAB student, hashtag proud intern transcriber, hashtag proud skillful September moderator flip intern, hashtag proud marketing intern, daming hashtag, hashtag proud team joy October hustler. So ito yung story ni Baby Cell na she's resigning na after 13th month, she's gonna be full-time free. May tatlong clients na siya actually. So, 'di ba? Kahit isang client mag-resign, o tatlo talaga yung nakuha niyang clients. Okay, just a quick recap. Remember to focus on your big why. Because like yung kay Baby Sal, 'di ba? She felt like giving up. She felt like quitting. Pero ngayon tatlo yung clients niya, 'di ba? Because you always have to go back to your big why to help you go forward. Now, through the hard times, you can still do it because you go back to your motivation. What's really driving you to make the switch to freelancing? Be prepared, technically, financially, emotionally, mentally. Have an emergency fund. Or you can also start freelancing work even though you're working in the office and always leave a good impression even if mag-resign ka. Okay, so that's our recap. Final announcement, yung ano, may surprise announcement, but final announcements next week. Meron ng ulit ng webinar, merong free webinar ulit na a guide to different jobs. A guide to different online jobs. So if you're wondering ano yung mga trabaho or if you have friends who are wanting anong mga trabaho online, we're gonna be talking about that next week, November 20 at 7 p.m. Same time pa rin. The topic is a guide to different jobs. Okay, and yung surprise announcement by popular demand kasi ang daming nag-request, ang daming nagsabi parang sa 15th pa yung sahod nila. So, what we did is we extended our VA Bootcamp Super Sale to November 17. Hindi lang 3 days, pero ginawa namin 1 week na lang. Because we want to give yung mga other people more time to enroll with our discounted rates. We know how challenging things are right now in the pandemic. So we're extending this until November 17. Pero if you want to get yung mga freebies, you want to enroll sooner. So you can get the coaching call, you can get the care package naman. Okay, before I read the comments, before we end, I'm going to leave you with a quote, knowing is not enough, you must take action. Diba? Dami kong sinabi kanina, but knowing is not enough, you must take action. Okay, looking at the comments here. Himay na himay ang lesson sa VA Bootcamp. Thank you, Lizelle. Ayan, thank you for sharing the blog post. Sale pa po. Yes, until 17. I already applied for the skill package, but I think not yet finished. PJ, if you made a payment, be sure to email us the payment at billing@vabootcamp.ph. In-email mo na yung payment. Um, and if we haven't replied, weekend kasi may day off yung admin team, by Monday latest, you'll get your account set up. Sana all corp company to freelance. Andito ba si Baby Cell? Hindi ko siya nakita. Pero congrats, yeah, congrats kanya. Hope to input the free course. May free course naman yung freevacourse.com. We have a free course that you can take. Oh, congrats. All right. Ayan. All right, guys. Yes, we still have our sale until November 17. So you still have time. If you're not ready, you still have time for that. A few more days for this sale before we really close. Wala nang extension after 17. 17 na talaga yung pinaka-last na day of our sale. All right. Thank you guys for staying on. Thank you for sharing. We have 86 shares and daming shares. We really appreciate it. If you want to let other people know, if you haven't shared this yet and you want to let other people know about freelancing, hit that share button. Share this with them para they'll also know about transitioning from corporate world to freelancing and the opportunities na